Hi guys, this is Aegis, and happy 4th of July. I have here the game between Relentless Heroes and the match between Relentless Heroes and oGd, and Callus over here is our red Zerg player talking about the map, which is also going to be our GSL Crevasse. Callus is from the team Relentless Heroes, and on the other side I do have a monkey. His name is a monkey, and he is playing for oGd over here as the orange Protoss player. Again, Crevasse does have these nice expansions inside your base on the high ground, so you can easily take a fast expand as a Protoss player and as any other race player for the matter of the fact. And we do have the destructible debris at the front to make your ramp just a little bit narrower. The probe is out scouting for a monkey. He's opting to scout in this direction, and Callus is saying, unless you cheese, then I'll defile your firstborn, says Callus. JK with the heart. He does have his Overlord now moving out towards the left position. Is not going to see anything over there. Our probe from oGd's teams, a monkey, is going to be checking in the wrong direction as well. They will be finding, actually, the drone scout from Callus will immediately be finding a monkey, and he is seeing the forge. I don't know if the Protoss look like monkeys to Callus's drone here, but in this case they might. We do have a couple of drones outside of Callus's base. I guess they were doing some scouting action to make sure that no cheese was going on. We do have the probe now moving in here, and the Overlord does give sight to the Zerg player of that probe entering the base. We have a back hatchery coming up, a couple of drones getting pulled off to deal with that probe. The probe is going to be scouting along the backside, a couple of nibbles from that drone. Hi guys, it is currently 2-1 in favor of Team oGd, and their captain is now here. oGd Tora Bora is going to be playing as the purple Zerg player on MLG Metalopolis. Why you have Sentry icon as oGd Tora Bora? Because our opponent is playing as the Terran player, Optical RH, because Sentry's my leap. You're a T dude. And it looks like SC and CLS is confirmed for tonight at 9 p.m. Looks like so game 2 match is going to be playing tonight. And Optical RH is our yellow Terran player, going to be spawning over here on MLG Metalopolis. And looks like I will talk to him later. And our Zerg player is going to be making a couple of drones, of course. Supply depot on the way at the front to be able to wall this off. There is that supply depot at the bottom to prevent any sort of funky wall offs with bunkers, cannons, or things related from any player. So that's MLG Metalopolis. You also can't spawn in close ground positions to prevent rushes. And that Overlord is now headed across the map to check that far position. Overlord also headed to the natural expansion to watch out for any sort of a bunker cheese. We have a drone now headed out to the natural expansion, trying to throw down that natural, but it looks like he doesn't have enough minerals anyways. Throwing down the spawning pool immediately, going to be chasing after that SCV. SCV does have his work cut out for him. He's going to be running a few laps over there. Barracks is coming up for Optical RH, grabbing the refinery as well, so no super fast expansion off of nothing for him as of the moment. We've got our Zerg player now getting close to that mineral count where he can throw down his natural expansion. That spawning pool is about 75% complete. The two drones going to be able to take that SCV out and throw down the natural expansion for our Zerg player. The orbital command is coming up for Optical RH as well. And Optical RH, he needs to win this game in order for his team to stay in this match. So he's got a lot of pressure, and that gas is getting stolen right now by Tora Bora. And Torobora, he can win this match for his team right now by taking this game. Can he do it? We've got the spawning pool up and finished. Now mining the gas, going to be getting that Zergling speed or maybe even a very fast lair. That Overlord is now headed into this area to check out what's going on. Of course, he's not going to see too much. A factory is on the way as well. Going to be shifting the position of that barracks, possibly trying to get an add-on. We'll see what he decides to put on there, and real soon there is a reactor, so we are going to be seeing reactor Hellions real soon. A Marine is over here going to be trying to take out an Overlord. That Overlord is going to supply block our Zerg player if it does go down, and down it goes. He's going to need to make another Overlord. Now it's on the way. He's supply blocked. He's going to be supply blocked for yet another 20 seconds. So that is a pretty big hit on our Zerg player this early in the game. There's even one more Overlord over here that can get sniped off. If our Terran player would scout a little bit more, can that extractor actually see? Yeah, it can see the command center getting built. So Optical RH making well known what he is doing. And the Zerglings are now advancing forward across the map. The natural expansion is now complete, and a queen is on the way. We've got Zergling speed on the way. A couple more drones getting produced as well. Going to be rallying those to the natural expansion. Zerglings now poking to the front. Going to be seeing the reactor Hellions just as they pop out. The tech lab on the barracks is about to finish up, and the Marine is trying to clean up this gooey mess over here. We've got the Overlord repositioning itself over the third to make sure he can see when that third base goes down. It's important to know later on in the game, oGd Torobora doing the vomit over there, and a queen in the main as well. The spawning pool is finishing up. That Zergling speed is about almost complete. The 4 Hellions are now finished with this area and is going to be moving out, throwing down a barracks on top of that reactor. Going to be getting that out as soon as possible. We've got that extractor still being pesky, and that command center is now being morphed into an orbital command. We'll be headed out there real soon. A ton of drones getting roasted. Oh no, looks like the Zerglings are finally out, but the Hellions are actually in a corner, which is a great spot for them. They will be able to roast away a ton of drones over here. 2 Hellions still left over, and one of them is going to maybe escape. No, it does not. Down it goes. Let's see how many drones he killed. 11 workers killed for our yellow Terran player, Optical RH. So that's a pretty big win early in this game. Look at the saturation over here. It's nowhere near where it should be for making that many drones early in the game. We've got the Zerglings now advancing across the field. We'll see how much damage they might be able to do or delay that orbital command from being able to fly. Oh, wow. Yet another command center being produced by Optical RH. So he may be going for a bunch of mules and just straight up attacking off of this one base. We've got oGd Torobora watching over here, and he is floating out his command center, so no one base, all mules, funky attack time for Optical RH, but we did see it in GSL quite a long time ago. We've got the Marines in here and the Zerglings trying to do some damage, and the command center has been floated out. That third base will soon be ready to take. And we'll see how oGd Torobora responds to this. He's got to get a base of his own or go all in. We have the lair now coming up. It's halfway complete for Torobora, and he's now grabbing his extractor in the main as well as the 2 extractors at his natural expansion. Siege tech is finished up, and he will be able to siege those tanks up and do tons of damage to those Zerglings. More SCVs getting produced here, and the third base is morphing into an orbital command. A Zergling going to be spawning for any sort of move out from our Terran player, and the Zergling at the watchtower also checking for that. The creep starting to get spread across the map, and it looks like a drone is moving out to take the third base for our Zerg player. And the third base for Optical RH is actually going to be ahead. Also having the extra mules is quite a great thing to have. We've got the Marines now moving across the map, probably going to secure that tower. Secure the tower there. Down goes that Zergling. The Marines are continuing to advance forward, so we'll see how much damage they are able to do. We have got Banelings being morphed as well as the burrow upgrade on the way. The Marines moving onto Zerg territory. Maybe a scan will go down to take out some of these creep tumors. Looks like those stim goes down and they are targeting down those Banelings. 5 Marines do go down, but those queens are out of position. oGd Tora Bora, oh no, losing 2 queens all at once, and there's not much over here. This natural expansion is going to lose a lot of health real quickly, and this may actually go down. There are Zerglings being produced, but this hatch may actually go down. The Marines are target firing that hatch. 300 HP left, and those Marines are not going to be able to do it. The hatch survives with 200 HP, but our Terran player, he's quite a ways ahead. 78 food, 254. He can also quickly secure his third base, and his main is actually getting a little dry on minerals. Looking like these patches are draining a little bit. The third base is on its way. Our Terran player is going to continue to mount the pressure with 2 Sea Shanks now joining the battle. Going to be able to siege up and deal with those Zerglings very easily. Also floating out his orbital command to the gold base, so he's being really bold here. He's going to be pushing out with these Sea Shanks, and looks like they do clean up one of those creep tumors. They are headed onto Zerg territory. Once again, that hatchery is dangerously close to dead. That spine crawler is also going down. The Sea Shanks now sieging up, and those drones are also really very much screwed. All of those drones now evacuating to the third base, and 2 Sea Shanks going to be over here. Tons of Banelings on the high ground, and the Marines, stimmed Marines, are going to be running over here. The Banelings taking all of those units out. It's just 2 Sea Shanks left over here, but there's not that many units out for oGd's Tora Bora. 1 Sea Shank will get taken out, and it looks like the Infestor is over here going to be dropping a beach ball next to that Sea Shank. Going to be able to take that out with a infested Terran. But it does look like the gold base is up and mining for Optical RH, even queuing up a ton of SCVs over here. He's got 2 mules mining here already. Let's just take a look at the income tab. It is way in favor of Optical RH. He's mining 2,000 minerals per whatever unit of time, in comparison to just 1,000 from oGd Tora Bora, and he is moving out yet again with another strike force. 2 Sea Shanks, a bunch of Marines going to be headed over here. A scan going down is going to be able to clean up a bunch of these creep tumors as well, and he is going to be sieging up his Sea Shank, and the Infestors are out in the field. You're going to see if they can drop a nice fungal growth. Maybe yet another one going to be taking out a bunch of those Marines. A couple more Marines getting hit by that fungal, and they are running forth into the third base of Tora Bora, and this base is going to go down as well. There's not that much mining over here. The Infestor is going to be a cheering dance from Optical RH. Looks like they will continue to fight here. Beach ball going down as well. The Infestor is going to be burrowing and running away. Those 2 Marines are still alive, and that hatchery is going to be killed off. Maybe the Zerglings coming over here to pick off these 2 Sea Shanks. Down they go, but more Sea Shanks, more Marines are at the ready already. And the second base finally retaken by oGd's Tora Bora, trying to get that Neural Parasite upgrade up to hang in there for this game. His team is counting on him to take this game, but Optical RH is pulling way far ahead. He's got his gold expansion now saturated, and if we just take a look at the mining tab, he doesn't even have 2 mules over here right now, and he's mining 2,000 minerals per minute per unit of StarCraft time. We've got our first medevac out in the field as well, going to be advancing across the field. 16 Banelings on the way, not that much in terms of drones mining at the natural expansion. Maybe transfer some from the main base, and Overlord going down. A couple Sea Shanks leading the charge, going to be able to siege up over here very easily, and that Queen going down yet again. The Baneling is going to be advancing forward, running straight into that tank line, but it does look like 2 Marines survive, and 1 Sea Shank. Beach balls going down yet again next to that Sea Shank. The 2 Marines, 3 Marines dropping into the natural expansion of oGd Tora Bora. Optical RH at 154 food. GG. Tora Bora calls, and this game goes to Optical RH, taking it to the ace match. we'll see you guys in the ace match of Relentless Heroes versus oGd in just a moment.